So, everybody's dead. How about we start at the beginning?
Is this just me, or is 2024 the year of Channing Tatum? Homeboy starred in 3 movies this year, and he was a boss in all 3 of them. So with that in mind, let's talk about Blink Twice. Blink Twice is about a girl who meets a rich tech CEO and is invited to his private island for a dream vacation that most would kill for. But there's something weird going on. People start realizing that they are forgetting parts of their time on the island, which leads to a mystery that will almost certainly keep the audience guessing. Blink Twice is the directing debut of Zoe Kravitz, the daughter of Lenny Kravitz, and she may seem familiar to you guys because she is also an actor. As a matter of fact, you might recognize her from 2022's The Batman, where she played Catwoman. This movie stars Naomi Ackie, Channing Tatum, and Alia Shawkat. I really hope I said your name right, Alia, because I did love you in Arrested Development. I think all of the actors in this movie did a very good job, and Naomi was definitely a standout. She's relatively unknown, having only been in a handful of movies, and I'm not sure that this movie will exactly propel her career, but it will be interesting to see her get more starring roles. She brings a serious intensity to this performance. You really feel like she is a woman who feels like life is passing her by, and as someone that feels the same way, I understand her reluctance to pay close attention to the situation and just live with the moment. She was accepting these drinks. She was loving the sunshine. She didn't really want to pay attention to the fact that there's some strange stuff going on. It's that desperate feeling for acceptance and being brought into the social circle that you normally would not be a part of, and I totally understand it. Channing seems to be enjoying playing a mysterious man with a secret. On the surface, he seems like a great guy who's taking a liking to a woman that most don't notice, but as the movie progresses, you realize there's definitely something up his sleeve. It takes a lot of talent to play a guy like this and still be likable. This is Magic Mike we're talking about. And it is not easy to take Channing Tatum seriously as a bad guy, but he does mostly pull it off. I'm just very happy to see Channing Tatum back in the limelight because he was really big in the 2000s, maybe the mid 2000s, but it seems like lately his career has been a little bit quieter. Now he is back and he has played some awesome characters. And it is by no means a spoiler at this point that Channing Tatum gets to finally play Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, and he was awesome in that movie. I was just really happy to see him getting to play this character that he's been petitioning to play for years. And by the way, he is still petitioning to play this character. He wants more. My issue with this movie is the pacing. I think that the build-up is dragged out a bit too long. Many scenes seem repetitive, and we are left wondering when things are going to start unraveling because it's quite clear that something is going on, and at a certain point, I just wanted them to get to the point, reveal this mystery. I for sure think if some of these repeat scenes had been chopped, it would have tightened up the movie, and it would have made for a higher score. That being said, this movie is beautifully shot. The cinematography is all used very effectively to help paint a picture of a tropical beauty with a darker underbelly. I want to give an extra shout out to the supporting cast of this movie as well because they also very much shine, especially Haley Joel Osment, Christian Slater, and Adria Arjona. These 3 definitely stood out to me. I think Adria certainly deserves some extra credit. Her character at first seemed like a jealous woman who wants Channing to pay attention to her, but as the movie progresses, you realize that she's actually pretty interesting herself. There's some really great chemistry between Adria and Naomi, especially towards the 3rd act of this movie, and I very much enjoyed seeing these 2 together. Oh, by the way, we have another member of the Hawke family in this movie. You may know this family, by the way. I'm sure you've heard of Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. Both of them very talented actors. They've been around for a long time. You may even know their daughter Maya because she is awesome and she is in Stranger Things, but there's a son in this movie that I didn't know was part of this family. His name is Levon. I thought he did a great job in this movie as well. I am very much looking forward to seeing more from him, and now that I know he's a Hawke, I can really see a bit of both parents. There's definitely some nepotism going on in Hollywood, but sometimes nepotism works out alright, and I think that the Hawke family really seems to understand acting, and that has to do with Ethan and Uma both being so good at what they do. They have taught their kids everything they know. Just some food for thought, a tidbit from me to you. For the most part, I would say that this is a very effective and entertaining thriller, and especially for Zoe Kravitz's first time directing a movie, most directors struggle to get something even close to this their first, second, even third try, and yet Zoe has delivered something really awesome her first try. So I have a lot of respect for her for pulling this off. The cast did great. I just think that the pacing could have been tightened up a little bit more. I understand that she wanted to get us drawn into this world a bit, but I think it outstayed its welcome just a little bit. But for me, this movie is very much worth watching. I would give this movie a 7 out of 10. That's my thoughts on this movie. What did you guys think? Did you see this movie? Please put your thoughts on this movie in the comments. If you like this this review, please hit the like button. And if you want to hear more things from me, subscribe to this channel. Later.